Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is Church McGurch of Mad Chemist Church, depending on where you know me from. And this is Madman Reviews. And welcome to Icarus. As we all know, Icarus, the Greek mythology, the boy who flew too close to the sun, melted his wings, and fell to his death and plummeted into the ocean. Yeah. Has nothing to do with any of that. Yet. I don't know, you can't make wings and you can't really fly anywhere, but you land on a planet and you kind of take it over. I don't know. I don't know. But this is Icarus. You kind of create your character, level, and then you can kind of go from mission to mission or from open world to open world. I currently have an open world, Alfheim. Or I can join multiplayer sessions, load an old mission, or resume it, or start a new one. And then it kind of shows you what items I've purchased. Armor, different things, vaccinations, tools. This is all starter stuff you can start with that will help you progress and make things easier, so that you're not starting from sticks and stones every single time you drop into a new map. And then we go to the workshop. Now this is where you purchase and unlock everything that you have, that you've extracted materials. You can't really see it because I'm covering it, but where you've extracted like money and materials and different things that you've gotten off the planet or been giving as rewards. You then come in here and spend that much to research it, and then it would cost that much to craft it, and then you could take that down with you to make things easier. These little modules that just make life easier for you. Little bonuses that you can put into your suits. Then you have your suit, and the suit basically does X amount of things. Different gadgets, modules, axes, picks, spears, sickles, hammers, bows, crossbows. They finally introduced guns. It's a basic pistol, but hey, it's something that we finally can have at the start. Deployables, farming. They added a shovel. Finally. Consumables, basically just to get you going early game. Things to drill. Resources in case like you just need a little bit more iron, or you just need a little bit more copper, and you can just pull some down pretty cheap. It's not too expensive, but it beats having to go out and try to find this stuff. And then my favorite thing that they finally did, they finally introduced raising animals. So you can now bring down chickens and sheep, and you can breed them, and you can now shear them, get eggs for cooking, feathers, shear for wool. And then my other favorite thing is they finally also introduced the thing I love the most in the world. Dogs! You now can call down your own personal canine companion in this latest one. And it's actually the creator's dog. He uploaded into here, so now it's Leica. Now, I believe that was the creator's dog or the team's dog. I forget how they described it. But for free, for just buying the base game, you can get, and then you can unlock these and then call them down to you. And the nice thing is they made it so you can also send these back. So you're not constantly pulling stuff down and then leaving it. Because that's what happened like when they first introduced taming. You would tame a creature, and then when you would take off, the creature would stay there and you'd never see the creature again. So you'd have to retame a creature. And when they introduced leveling for animals, they're like, it'd be pointless to have somebody level this thing and then not be able to take it. So now you can take your creatures back with you when you leave. There's an expansion kind of DLC pack you can buy that gets you these here on the side. I believe it's these here. I'm not sure if these ones are free. Nope, it's the ones marked. So the ones marked with a paw print are the DLCs granted by a DLC. I bought it because I love animals, and this is like my favorite thing in a game is the husbandry, is dealing with animals, dealing with the breeding, the capturing, then the taming. So they added a DLC pack, the pet companions, where you can get, instead of having to get the wild creatures, you can get horses, you can get more dogs, there's a pug, and you can get, if you're not a like me and you're not a dog canine fan, you can actually get cats. There's a couple cats, and then there's golden labrador. You can get yourself a German shepherd. That's probably what I'm going to call down. I'm going to get me a German shepherd, a panda German shepherd, chocolate lab. You can get a black cat, orange tabby, gray tabby, and then of course the horses: brown, black, white. But that's what I want. I wanted the German shepherds because all my dogs are German shepherds, or German shepherd mixes. They're all mixes like German shepherds and labs and retrievers, just hodgepodge mutts. So let's actually jump into the game. So resume. So an open world is basically, so you would go into a mission, and then you would do whatever the mission says, and then you would exit. And that'd be your completion. You completed the mission, you got your reward, you left. Open world does not have a mission. It is literally just for you to build to your heart's content and craft and do whatever. The nice thing that they did a couple patches ago is they added the option for you to do random missions, like random little itty bitty missions that aren't really like actual missions from the game. They're just kind of like, go out, get this, go out, kill that, bring this, craft that, and they get you rewards. But they also added at the same time, you could do the operations that would typically be, you'd have to go to another menu to do in the open world. I don't know if they're repeatable yet, but it used to be in one open world you could do all the missions at least one time before you'd have to start a new open world. So welcome to my base. It's kind of what I've crafted. I've got my kitchen. Got everything I need. Can't remember, it's F. This is another game where the more food you eat, you get bonuses. You have to watch like your electricity usage, your crafting, all the different things you can craft, the storage. Unfortunately, this is not a game where it pulls automatically resources, so you do have to go grab the resource and bring it to the whatever it is. Oh, they made these. These used to be like 3 times the size, but now they're really small. These are diesel biofuel engines for creating electricity. There's a chemistry bench, all my storage, all the different they're tonics, but they're basically like any other game, potions. Random stuff that I need to shoot off into the atmosphere. Minerals, resources, ammunition that I've made. Random seeds. This is a nice one because you can butcher an animal, like you can go kill an animal and then butcher it right there on the spot. Or if it's one of the small enough ones, you can pick it up and bring it here and use it at the butcher table. And the difference is when you butcher it on the spot, you get a little bit of the resources, where the butcher table will give you the max amount of resources. Going into inventory, you have an O2 container because there's no oxygen, water, my different modules, armor, my backpack, my suit. That's the suit I came in with. That's what I'm wearing under the armor. All my different buffs, my inventory, my lantern, all my different tools, my hotbar, 100% sure. Oh, that G, that's your back, whatever you're carrying on your back, be it like a radar or something. As you can see at the top right under me is my current quest that I'm on. This is like an open world quest. It's called a simple quest. And it's just kills some of the local creatures. There's water mills that have to be in moving water. All my different plants, which get water from a little water pump under there. More windmills. And then this is the thing. These are two of the creatures you can go out there and tame. A moa, big chicken bird thing, and horses. Now these aren't really horses. They're called, oh god, what are they called? Tamu, I think. Can I click hold to examine? So before you would just tame these and leave them, now you can tame them and take them with you. They're different commands, what you want them to do. You get a saddle, what they can hold. This guy can hold one. Happy gives you bonuses. You can feed them like animal grain with different things in it, and it gives them different bonuses. They have their own stats, and now they have their own skills, whereas they level, you can put points into them, make them faster, make them not run out of stamina, help them protect you while riding. You have your food trough. Water trough is around here somewhere. Yeah, water trough. They've done some updates since I've last played, and now there's like automatic waters that... I have these out here because every time it rains, the rain will automatically fill these up. But there's now there's now these water troughs that can now hook up to pipes. These blue pipes here. They'll now hook up to these blue pipes, and then you can hook the blue pipe up to it, and it'll constantly keep water in these instead of having to fill, like you can see. You can see it's about half full. It's got 7.5 liters in there. What's this one at? Yeah, 7.5 liters. And then you would just walk up to it, and then you'd put like this in your hot bar. You'd walk up, press 7, and whatever was in the canteen would go into there. And that's why I have these water feeders right here. They collect the rainwater as it falls. I can just fill my canteen, go get it. Why do I have a hungry pygmy-lop? Oh, that's one of the bunnies. That's a bunny. There's also windmills, or not windmills, wind turbines. They produce electricity. You can farm, pretty much you dig a little thing, and then you can plant something. It doesn't do good. This is a one-time thing when you just kind of plant it in the ground and then harvest it. You get a one-time pull, and you don't get as much resources, but if you come over to those like crop plots down over there, these will continuously produce over time. And then eventually they'll run out, and you'll have to like change them out, change up the seeds, or put a new seed in there. But this is over here. This is what I was saying. You can come over here. You can select either a real quest or a simple quest. This allows me to request items, which there's a bird. Where's it gonna land? I don't like it when it lands so close. Come over here. Now I can either put items in here and shoot them off, and I'll get credit for said items, or if I accidentally order something and I don't need it, I can just shoot it back off into space. And yeah, it does damage to me, it does damage to my walls if it lands too close. But I can also request equipment, which is what I was saying. I can gather anything here, or I can go to the workshop, buy it, and have it sent to me. Like I go over here, buy this, have it sent to me. It would land, grab it from that thing that just shot off into the air, and then just shoot it back off. But this one is mainly for like if I get any of the like rare exotic resources, I can just shoot it back off into the air. I haven't played in a while, so I don't. Oh, like this jumpsuit. That's cool. They added a lot more stuff to this, so you can have water and food for your cats and dogs. I believe the horses drink. I believe the horses, the chickens, and the goats all eat and drink from the normal troughs, but your dog and your cat have to eat out of this stuff. Not those. Animal beds for taming, seed animal feed. Saying you get the animal feed, it actually gives them, as you can see, a lot of buffs. That's kind of cool. You get a jumpsuit for the dog. That's awesome. Drying rack for drying things like meat and leather. You can cure leather to, cured leather. All different kinds of crafting for ammunition, mods for your weapons. Like I have a spear, my rifle, pick, axe, knife, sickle. I think I have a couple other things up here. My lantern. Yeah, I have my iron sledgehammer for breaking rocks up, steel hammer for repairing. Different kinds of ammunition, purifying fire to cook food, stay warm while you sleep, because you do get a sleep buff. The kitchen for cooking. You also get a buff for washing your hands, so always remember, wash your hands. If you're clean before you go to bed, you get an even better buff, and that's what washing your hands does. There's a boar attacking my fence. What a boar. And he died to my fence, because I have spikes. That's what I'm talking about. Where did he go down at? There's also, like, different fish you can fish up, and some of those fish being piranhas. So I don't like to stay in the water too much because the piranhas do poison you and slow you. So if you can get out of the water without a piranha, that's better. Now there might be other things other than like the chickens and the goats that you can raise. Like I saw the pygmy-lop, which is basically a rabbit. And it had a little hungry symbol, so I'm kind of curious if that means I can tame it, basically, and make it... I can raise rabbits. And then boom, you press it. Come here. Tell it to craft. That's not what I wanted to do. Click that, craft. And now I'm going to get the full bonus. Like, you wouldn't get all of this if you were to do it just out there in the field. And then we can go to my inventory. So there's crafting. This is your in-game crafting. Or your in-character crafting. You have your tech tree, which you can pretty much get everything in all your tech trees unless it's a DLC. There's no level cap. I mean, you stop at 60, but you can continuously level after that to get more points. Like, some of these are all stuff that they added since I've last played. Like platinum shovel. That stuff I just haven't gotten because I had no use for it. Water barrel, water can. These are all things that they've finally added. Shotgun cartridge. Yeah, there's just a lot of... Oh, there's a new quest to do. Yeah, Ashlands to unlock. All kinds of new stuff. other things like I just didn't get because I didn't want to spend points on it. Like I wanted other things. Tier 4. I wanted to check to see, did they add a new weapon? Yeah, they added the trench shotgun, which is far better than the original shotgun that they had in this game. Advanced, yeah, they also added batteries to the electricity, so I'm not set up for the batteries. I'd eventually, there's also shields you can get and create. They finally added light bulbs. Some more armor, like high tier armor. Vitamins. Other things like I had no use for that I really don't need. Ooh, they finally added turrets. Alright, cool. So that's cool. And then talents, you have 2 sets of talents. There's points you get up into 60 that you can then use to upgrade your character themselves. Like I mainly use firearms, so I put a bunch of points into firearms, giving myself easier to make reduction in ammo cost. Sometimes I won't use bullets, sometimes I'll craft extra bullets. I'm also, whenever, like I've said before, when I go into a game, I'm generally the person who captures, tames, and breeds. So I have a whole bunch of, in the husbandry tab, I have all the stuff to help me tame and breed creatures, and then survival, just basics to keep my, give me bonus stamina, give me bonus gear, extra food slots. Food doesn't decay as fast in my inventory. I can carry more. I can carry faster. I can see creatures. That one's really nice because you can see the level and the health of creatures. I can carry more weight. And then you get you get points for solo play. And so up to 60. Once you hit 60, you run out of points. But this is like, for when I'm completely alone, all of these stats kick in, plus all of these. And then you have your map, where your pod is, where you are, where your mounts are, and then where your quest is. Like right there is where I'd go to my quest to complete it, to, I think it's like kill a bunch of these mutated wolf-like creatures. And then basically all of your accommodations, which is basically achievements. Here's your actual achievements. And then these are kind of just not achievements, but just stuff you've done. Like I need to go kill the mammoth boss. Ugh. Ooh, sorry, that sneeze came on faster than I was expecting. So that's pretty much a basic overview of Icarus. Go outside here a little bit. You can... Oh, that's not... There's crouch. You can stay stealthed, kind of like a lot of games. Makes things harder to see. Harder to see you. There's a Chala that's a goat. I just saw a horse walk by me. There's a horse. Oh, that's a baby horse. So you can find like the juveniles, and you can grab them and lead them back, and you can tame them with food, water, and animal beds. That's kind of how you tame. That's how you tame creatures, and I have bonuses to it. Another thing I like about this is it kind of has that Skyrim feel, where if I shoot something and kill it and I get a critical, it'll like zoom in and it'll follow the bullet to the death of the creature. Which is kind of one of the cool things they did in Skyrim. So there's also a noise meter as you can see, bottom left, next to like my food, my health, my oxygen, my water, and all the other, basically, you know, your HUD. And the more noise you make, the more animals here. I don't want to shoot because if I could get attacked by a bunch of random crap that I really don't want to deal with right now, as this is just a review and kind of like more of an overview than a review. So yeah, there's your like chemical mixer, and I could skip the night because you have to light a fire then sleep. So if I go here, wash my hands, light my fire, go to sleep, I exit bed, turn out the fire. It's now daytime, and I got my rested buff for 144% for 18 minutes. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's quite a decent amount. And it's not like it's not a super necessary buff either. And it's just a nice little, like, while you're starting out the day fresh kind of buff. And then each different kind of food gets you a different buff. Like you can see I have 3 buffs. I think I can eat like one more different kind of food. Let's eat this salted crispy bacon. And now I have 4 buffs. I think I can get up to 5 plus a drink. So I think I can get like 6 buffs in total. But that right there, that's Icarus. So, and then I like this now. They tell you how many building pieces you have, how many deployable things you have, and how many mounts you have, which is actually really cool. What mission you're on, request resupply, or mission request resupply in case you lose one of your mission objects, you can get another one. Continue, that's stuck. But that is Icarus. That's Icarus in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing down in the comments below. And you don't actually have to say anything. I don't care. Just a little period. Boo, moo. I don't really care. Anything helps. Liking, leaving a comment. It helps me get into the space. It helps my videos get out there for other people to see other than just my friends and my family. Also, I keep forgetting to mention in the beginning, if you like that intro, please check out and like and comment on my new channel video, or what I want to be pretty much my channel, not video, but music, like music, song, theme, whatever you want to call it. But as for that, you be you, you stay you, and most importantly, adventure on.